Hello again everyone, welcome to a daily run. Let's have a look at the leaderboards. They've added quite well. Jetcree, Kaida I suppose, seems to be getting better. Hopefully they will become a strong contender soon. Now, it's an Eve run, this is going to be difficult because Eve runs start off weak. Weak as. Let's go in here first. That's key. Probably more useful than might be more useful than the razor blade. Might not be. Ooh, that's interesting. Now the razor blade allows us to take HP and still stay in the Horror Babylon, which means that we do get the option every so often of deciding that, you know, having HP is more valuable than having the damage from Horror Babylon, right? Because if we can have HP, we can pick up red hearts and have the survivability, at least for the time being. That's a good idea. However, if we have, like this for example, now that we've got an Eternal Heart, we'll have 3 HP for deals with the devil in the future. But we can use the Razor Blade to make sure that they are not, you know, bad idea, basically. That we can use the Razor Blade to make sure we have 1 actual red heart of HP, and still have 3 red hearts to buy things from the devil with, if that makes sense. However, if we take Dad's Key, we've got a good chance of finding many secret rooms. We can get into places like the shop, we don't need so many keys, we don't need keys for the item room, for example. And I'm honestly not sure what else. Pretty fly. Take the Fool card, not too bothered. I'm going to stick with the Razor Blade because I've taken HP. And I'm going to re-roll Dad's Key. That's what the Perthrow rune does. Now I've had some small amount of feedback since I asked for it, which is nice. Along the lines of more explanation of what I'm doing, more explanation of what the items do, why I'm not taking some items, for example. I'm going to explode this in case there's a spirit heart in it. There's not. I'm going to open this because I'm crazy. That's fine. There's another bomb. Infamy will protect us against occasional attacks. Bullets, specifically. At random, so we can't rely on it, but it does help. It's just damage reduction over time, basically. We should definitely try and get back into the Horror Babylon ASAP. Maybe not, actually. The Razor Blade does give us a 1.2 multiplier, I think. So a 0.2 damage extra on the room that we use it. But I'm thinking, for example, when we do use it, we get Dead Bird popping up because we've given ourselves damage. So now we're in Horror Babylon. We have the 1.2 and the 1.5 from Horror Babylon itself, and Dead Bird is going to occasionally actually aggro something and maybe do a bit of damage. So I'm just outrageously fighting Pin right now. And here's our first deal. Oh my shit. This is called Mega Blast. I'm taking both. Right, let's talk about what we just did. We've replaced our Razor Blade because now we only have 1 red HP left. Because we sold 2 of them to the devil. 1 of them was spent on Mega Blast, which I will not use until it's possibly super important. Like now. This is why. Oh my god, you actually slow down because of it. Or face the direction. I'm probably not going to take Libra. So Mega Blast just does this for 15 seconds. Oh my goodness. And has a 12 room charge time. Yes, 12. Maybe I should have come in here first? That would have been good. Oh. Sorry, I'm overwhelmed myself somewhat. So it's got a 12 room charge, and it lasts just for 15 seconds, irrespective of what you do. Even between floors, it lasts for 15 seconds. Oh shit. Please don't die. Just don't die. Oh god. Don't die. So I don't need the Razor Blade because I don't have more than 1 HP. And I think it's worth taking Mega Blast because it's insanely good fun. Pin gave us... what, the box? All the box does. Okay. All the box does is... Ooh, yeah. Just drop some stuff on the ground, basically. Oh, Pin gave us a range upgrade, which I'm going to take. Wow. I've confused myself so much with this floor just because I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. I want to go into... Oh, Hagalaz can be used on this room. See if we get some coins. I want to go into the library. The locked room on the entrance room, next to the entrance room, is a library. So it's going to have stuff in it that I want. But I can't get in. Unless this is a secret room. It is. Because, of course, we left Dad's key behind last time. On the previous floor. We re-rolled it into infamy, in fact. So, infested. We have picked up probably the single most expensively powerful item in the game. In the form of Mega Blast. We also picked up Demon Baby. Which is just going to shoot things that get close to me for me, basically. Oh, this is actually really good as well. And we have Infamy. We've got Fate's Reward, which just shoots occasionally, follows you around, shoots. That's fine. Shit, let's get on with it. Right, my commentary has admittedly been slightly stunted so far because that floor was just so outrageously complicated that I don't really know what to sort of make of it. Do you see what I mean? I don't know how to describe what's happening. We've got Mega Blast, we've got Fate's Reward, we've got a small range upgrade, which is not, you know, not superbly valuable, but it helps, I suppose. It means we can stand further back and not get hit, if possible. We've got a Yera rune, which means we can duplicate any rooms full of consumables, but not items. Take this, I can see forever. That means we can see our secret rooms, which means we don't need to spend bombs. Secret rooms can, of course, not just give us the exploration bonus, but a significant, potentially, benefit just in terms of the stuff that's available. When do we use Mega Blast? Bearing in mind it has a 12-room charge. Oh, I also notice that battery does not fully charge Mega Blast. It, of course, charges it to the next 6. Right, Mega Blast is recharged. We can, if we want to, go into the Curse Room. We probably should. We have enough Spirit Hearts to protect us. See what's in here. It is the Scapular. The Scapular will give us 1 Spirit Heart whenever we get down to half a red heart. But not if we have, obviously, any more Spirit Hearts. What am I going to do with the Yera Rune? Just hold on to it. We're only going as far as Mom's Heart. We don't have to deal with Hush, that means, which is outrageously good. I do not like dealing with Hush, as you all know. Thank you. Just push that button. A few coins. Maybe we should think about heading to the shop on this floor. I would have liked to hit the shops on every floor. We left Dad's key behind. Obviously, I talked a little bit about it, saying it can get us into shops for free. Which is great, but there's no point going to shops for free if you don't have any money. So, it's one thing or the other. I'm tempted to use Mega Blast, so I will. You get pushed back so hard, it's crazy. This room's done. Let's go this way. Nothing there. Oh, we found our secret room. I'm going to go into the secret room even though Mega Blast is active. This is crazily good. Alright, fun. I probably shouldn't be using it willy-nilly like this. It's possibly a bad idea. I expect it's going to be very useful in the later game, but we're not going very far in this run. So we're going to have to find a way of breaking the run. As usual, we want to get past Mom's Heart, which is not possible just in the base game. The challenge is to get as far as Mom's Heart and win. Well, we're definitely going to do that. We've already got past the difficult part of the game, which is maintaining Horror Babylon and sort of not dying whilst doing so. I'll put a bomb down for Pete. Haven't got any more bombs, that's a shame. Pete's just going to be a slow fight then. Do tend to take damage on these eyes, but I think really the strategy is wait for it to jump, hide somewhere, try not to lose sight of the eyes. I think is the hardest part because they can be tricky fuckers. Oh, and also be good at dodging, which seems to have been working out for me so far, but it's not something I can generally rely on. Pentagram is an amazing pickup. It's just a very strong damage upgrade, but also it gives us a stronger deal with the devil possibility, and this should be free, yes. If you take an item that costs, e.g., 3 spirit hearts, and you only have 3 spirit hearts, you can still take it. As long as it gives you spirit hearts back... Oh, I was hoping to be able to get that. Never mind. You won't die from having 0 in the interim, which is very lucky because we did that and we didn't die. But we picked up Ceremonial Rose, which is a strong damage upgrade. We picked up Pentagram, which is a strong damage upgrade, and gives you the Deal with the Devil chance. Like, Deal with the Devil is pretty much percentage based. Things you do on the floor generally reduce your chance of doing it, of getting to the Deal with the Devil, but they can improve it. One way of improving it is to blow up a beggar, like a demon beggar, or a coin beggar or such like, which is not usually a problem. You usually find it... Oh, bad timing. You usually find a beggar and you don't want to use it, and you have a bomb and you just go for it, right? Deck of Cards gives us a High Priestess. I think we'll keep the Yarrow Rune. We could probably just use the High Priestess on one floor, but why? Pretty sure the High Priestess is the one that makes Mom's foot come down and stomp on one enemy. Oh, that was really bad. I am now using Sacrificial Dagger to deal a lot of damage, which is the other one we took, Sac Dag. It's just an extremely strong orbital, very powerful. 2 of Hearts does not help. We've recharged our Mega, so let's use it. And that's over. Let's go. Let's go backwards. Don't want that. We'll step backwards and then face the room, and then we'll go backwards, and we'll face the room, and we'll go backwards until it runs out. There we go. Looking for the item room, looking for the shop. That Mega just basically won us a whole lot of extra time. We do need to do Boss Rush. Boss Rush will give us a choice of 4 items. And a lot of points. No frickin' coins again. Gonna have to do better at our coin game, I think. It would be nice anyway. I think it gave us 6 charges rather than up to 6. Anyway, Mega's really fun. But unfortunately it means we can't take a less exciting but more, I wouldn't say useful, but you know, more interesting spacebar item. Yeah, just walk into that. Right, look. There's no need to use Sacrificial Dagger against that particular enemy. We've got a Mega Fatty. Then maybe a good idea to use Sacrificial Dagger against this particular enemy. What you have to be careful of here is that jump attack there. The extra range that we got recently is going to help with that. Wow. Avoiding that is a bugger as well. But mostly just stay back. We did have dead birds hanging out there because we took damage like an idiot. But dead bird did some damage, and the damage got the fight done quickly, so can't really complain. I mean, Sac Dagger is just such a powerful item that not using it, it's just too slow. The alternative to using Sac Dagger is not use Sac Dagger. If you don't use Sac Dagger, you spend longer, right? And we're trying to go fast because we want to do Boss Rush, so... Mega's available again, can't help but notice. Probably won't use Mega right now because it seems to be the only room left. That was very lucky to avoid damage there. We could possibly go in here and see what there is. There is nothing that I want to deal with. Go back to the shop maybe? What was there in there that I really care for? Not too much, I expect. There was a previous floor that had stuff on the shop that I want. You may be wondering, why didn't you take the item from the boss? That's because I had Mega going. Mega Blast going, so I will take it. It's a damage and HP upgrade. The HP is fine, even though we don't have our Razor Blade anymore. The HP doesn't actually... It's not a problem for us, because when you've got 1 HP, you tend to be okay. Well, you will be okay. You'll be in Horror Babylon as Eve with 1 red HP. But then the other character, you have to be down to half an HP. But with Eve, it's 1. So that's fine. And the damage upgrade is small damage upgrade, but a damage upgrade is a damage upgrade, you know? It's like the lifeblood. How have we not been hit by most of these bullets? Let's go in here. It's a secret room. We found it by accident, but whatever. You know, don't look a gift horse in the ass, because it's gross. What's a gift horse? Is it a horse that has been gifted to you? Or is it a horse that brings a gift, like a pack mule? So many red hearts. Dark Bum would be great to chew up these red hearts and turn them into spirit hearts. Again, as Eve, you really want a Spirit Heart surplus, basically. Everything you do wants to be a Spirit Heart. Tempted to just use this, because we have it. We should be doing it, because it's a 12-room charge, and we've probably done 12 rooms, or nearly 12 rooms, since the last time we used it. And you can go through several rooms and just own them. Yeah, as if you want to have the Spirit Heart game going on, you want to be able to use your Spirit Hearts instead of your Red Hearts, so that you can continue to be... Yes, very nice. So that you can continue to be in the Whore of Babylon state, because you want a maximum of 1 Red Heart, otherwise all your damage goes to shit. We'll just explore a little bit. I mean, we weren't really fast because we used Mega for a few of those rooms, so... We can do that. We picked up Mysterious Liquid, which is... It's a nice sort of background item. It just chills out and does its thing. You know, you can't dislike Mysterious Liquid. I mean, you can say this is shit, I hate it, but you'd be wrong. Unfortunately, that chap didn't give us much. Probably should have blown it up, actually. Well, all it does is cause a little bit of creep wherever your shots land, which is fun. Depth 1 at 14 minutes is probably... Oh, we've been here. I've got a map. I'm acting like I don't have a map. Got 14 minutes. That's plenty of time. With Mega available, we can probably do the rest of this floor in less than a minute. I mean, it lasts for 15 seconds and we can do several rooms in its time. So why shouldn't we, I suppose? Is this a secret room? No. Found our... Oh, we found our main secret room, so we're actually looking for our super secret room. That's fine. Yeah, the little bit of creep that Mysterious Liquid leaves behind is very valuable in certain situations. As you get deeper into the game, more and more enemies do fly, so creep damage to those is not irrelevant, it's just impossible. It's simple as that, you can't creep it. But Greed there, very quick fight thanks to Mysterious Liquid, so you know it has its uses. I'm guessing this is a super secret room? It's not. I was actually going to guess here, which is my second choice. It is. And it's a black heart, which is fine. Again, trying not to pick up any more HP, but if there's a deal with the devil on this floor, I'm happy to receive. There is not. So go fuck yourself, I suppose, Mr. Devil. Why can't... Please stop. Let me pick up the item. I can't pick up the item whilst Mega is up. But we have to wait for it to finish. There we go. I would like these because of the number of Spirit Hearts it gives us. No, I think I'll keep the louse. I think the louse just has a small chance to produce a spider. Petrified Poop has a much stronger chance for poop, which I'm going to keep saying like that, to drop coins. Which is cool. Not just coins, but other items, including Spirit Hearts. But there's not much poop left in the game, so it's not as useful as you might think. Okay. These things reasonably easy, they just bounce around. As long as you are not moving when they shoot at you, which I will say with that cadence. Ooh, that's interesting. As long as they're not moving, you're not moving when they shoot you, their shots will go past you, which is cool. I'm going to save this because I haven't bought a Spirit Heart so far. Haven't been hit very much. I'm feeling good. Well, we've opened that. I might as well open both of these. Didn't mean to open that. I kind of did. I was umming and ahhing about it, but my brain sort of answered it for me by walking me into the block and... Ooh, careful. Selling it. Selling it? Spending it. Spending the key, yes. This is usually a secret room. How do you know where the secret rooms are? Well, usually you guess, to be honest. You tend to come to recognise places where secret rooms often are. But you'll notice in many floors I just don't find the secret room. It's not obvious. Especially on the early floors. You can tell sometimes because secret rooms tend to be wrapped. They tend to have 3 other rooms around them, and all those rooms must have access. Like the walls that would have a door in them must be able to have a door where they would have it. Suppose. Nothing there. We're going pretty quickly, but you know, boss rush is not guaranteed just yet. We still need to actually succeed. And we probably need to do these rooms. Spirit Heart's very good. Very grateful for them. I Can See Forever will help me find the super secret room without wasting bombs or looking like a fool for guessing. And then it's Megamore again. Okie dokie. You see, Mysterious Liquid really helps against static enemies like Megamore because he's just constantly standing in the puddle that I've made underneath him. We should take this pill. Who dares wins, right? Retrovision. Ah, it's not bad. It's not ideal. It's another another I can see forever. Well, it would help us for secret rooms on the next floor, but... Now, earlier on I said, ooh, that's interesting, because I walked into a oh, that was really bad. Oh, fuck me. I walked into a self-sacrifice room, which would obviously allow us to go a little bit further. Can't believe I took damage on this room. Than the Mom's Heart fight. It's 4 of them. Hello. But we don't want to miss boss rush just to do, you know, that self-sacrifice. It's not viable. You need to do boss rush, especially if it's the only rush you can do. In fact, that being said, it's possibly a good idea to skip Hush if Hush is an option. Oh shit. But not boss rush. Make sense? Hush is not an option, so we don't need to worry about whether we need to skip it or not. Wow, that was Infamy just saved me there from a shot in that heart. And there's this Tinted Rock here. Tinted Rock has Small Rock. Small Rock gives us a damage upgrade. Damage multipliers work oddly in Isaac, in that only one of them, as far as I understand, actually applies at any one time. So if you have several items that multiply your damage, only one of those items is actually going to be multiplying your damage. I'm not sure how it decides which one, but the Small Rock is a damage multiplier. But I think... well, Horror Babylon is also a damage multiplier, it's 1.5 times. So between them, only one of them is actually giving us the multiplication, but it's still a damage up. Even if it's not a true multiplier at this stage, it's still a damage up. We'll take the Polaroid, why not? We'll go into the Deal with the Devil without squandering it, why not? And we'll use Sakdag against Krampus, because fuck Krampus. Now that's tempting, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to keep hold of Mega. I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to press it. And I'm just going to stand here for 15 seconds. Help. Good. And it's going to basically do most of the waves required to recharge it. Yeah. So we need one more wave and it's recharged itself. We could do it again. Lol. Pretty fun, right? I'm not a fan of this wave, though. I think I would like to beat the dark one, because if we change the frail there, it's going to do pin-like attacks until it changes phase. Whereupon, like it already has, which is a problem, it's going to do this, which is going to do this Brimstone attack here. However, the Brimstone attack could indeed kill the dark one, so, you know, it's win-win, essentially. And then we'll do this. Teleporting enemies are a problem, but that's fine. I can't help. Help. Oh, hello. Good, good. What's happening? Man, that wasted my time. The nice thing about Isaac... I say the nice thing. It's nice from a game standpoint, it's not nice from a right now standpoint. Every item, there is something that counters it. Right, there's something that works against it. Like in that particular instance, we stood there with Mega on for 15 full seconds. But on the other side of the room, I think there was Blast Assist. And Blast Assist takes time between phases, it breaks apart. We've seen it in previous episodes. And while it's breaking apart, it's invulnerable. It's turning into it's doing its next phase. It's invulnerable in its next phase, whilst transitioning between phases. It's really close. Careful there. Which meant that most of our Mega Blast attack was wasted on the Blast Assist changing phase. Plus, it sort of splits up and, you know, spreads out a little bit. So we had to move around to get to it. Plus, plus Megamore was up there, not being in range of Blast Assist. Look, everything's called the same thing. Megamore was not in range of Mega Blast, which meant I had to move, which meant I wasn't shooting Blast Assist. So we only got maybe 2 or 3 waves done with that most recent use of Mega Blast. Here's another one, though. Now, the goal is that everything that spawns just gets immediately owned. Like that. is what happened. Now we need to wait for it to stop. I don't want Epic Fetus, Dr. Fetus, if it's all the same to you. Whew. But yeah, Isaac has a lot of things that counteract a lot of other things. Even the most awesome item in the game, by any reckoning, is counteracted by something as simple as a blast assist, and it's, you know, it's invincibility between phases. Now, why didn't I want Dr. Fetus? Because I'm bad at it. Dr. Fetus turns your tears into bombs, which can hurt you, obviously, but they still use the standard bomb timer. So you fire them, and then they explode a while later. But they travel across the screen, and they slow down, and they don't have standard tier physics, and they don't do damage when they hit, and I walked into that silkworm like an idiot. It's just not... It's not ideal. Plus it's going to cost us points to pick it up. So between them, I don't think it's worth it at all. This is an easy enough room though. Loki is probably going to die from Sackdag. I should probably shoot in the direction of the enemy whilst piloting Sackdagger. When are we going to use Yera? It's a good question. We could use it when we teleport to the Dark Room, provided we can do. The teleportation to the Dark Room is going to cost us most of our HP, but that's fine. Because we can do most of it with with Mega Blast. You know, we can just shit on it, basically. Yeah, that's the plan. That is a Tinted Rock. How do I know? There's a small X on it. It's very difficult to see, especially on the womb. The contrast between the X and the actual rock. Much lower on the womb than on any other floor, I think. Whilst I was saying that, I had to question myself. This is bullshit. We're not rushing for anything, so we can get our full exploration bonus. But we would like to find a self-sacrifice room, if possible, and spend all our HP on it, which would be much facilitated by the opportunity to maybe actually get some Spirit Heart drops on the ground. Because we can't use our red HP. As we know from Eve, you have to have 1 HP or less. So we've maintained that situation by only having 1 red heart container, but that means that if any red hearts drop, we can't use them. Because on the womb, all damage is at least 1 red HP. 1 HP. Kind of expecting that to be a secret room now. Fine. Just waste my points, why don't you? This one then. This is usually a secret room. Yeah. Oh. That's pretty good, but we now need to spend the HP. Here's Blast Assist now. Oh, that was lucky. The something, one of my orbitals caught the bullet, which is what I wanted. That's what we got orbitals from. Black Lotus has given us 1 of each type of HP, which is usually really, really good, but we're not Horror Babylon anymore. Which means I'm going to be more and more tempted to use my Sack Dagger, especially on these fuckers, because they charge at you. Charging is bad. Don't charge me, bro. How am I supposed to do this? This motherfucker over here is going to shoot at me like a dick. There we go. Actually, I started complaining about that room way before it was even remotely likely that I came a cropper of it, but that's fine. We may be able to find a blood bank. But beyond that, we have no opportunity for losing our red HP unless we sell it to deal with the devil. On the plus side, we now have red HP. So we can heal ourselves those last couple of HPs when doing the self-sacrifice room. Careful there, that's very good. If we find one, we have to find one. I'm not sure how likely there is to be one. There was one earlier on, and Infamy just saved us, and you should always say thank you, Infamy, when Infamy saves you. Thank you, Infamy. I saved myself with Sack Dagger there. Kind of choreographed, kind of accidental. Here's a beggar now. We should play him, we've got loads of money. Yeah, cool. We've got 3 HP. The more HP, the better, I think. But that's the floor completely sorted, so there's no sacrifice room. If it's going to turn out to be the case, which is seeming more and more likely, is it's going to turn out to be the case. Oh look, death on a small room. We're fans of this. It's going to turn out to be the case that I should have fucking used the self-sacrifice room that showed up on the previous floors, right? There was one, and I went ooh, and decided that we needed to do boss rush. And I went on a whole talk about how you should do boss rush if you've got the opportunity to do boss rush, which is always. There's the Spirit Heart to make up for the damage we took. And a ball of bandages. No deal with the devil, which is a shame. But if it turned out we had to use that self-sacrifice room, or not get the opportunity to use the self-sacrifice room, well, there's egg on my face, I suppose. We're back in Horror Babylon state, though. I did say that there was a possibility of getting a blood bank, and we did get a blood bank, so I'm happy with that. Back up to 92 cents. The actual amount of money we have at this stage of the game is not valuable. Not relevant, I suppose. We have an extra orbital, which is our fly. Didn't really talk about that when we picked it up at the start of Boss Rush, because really I just wanted to start Boss Rush. But the fly is useful. Can do damage from a distance. It's pretty nice. Careful there. Yeah, back in Horror Babylon state. For better, I suppose. Hoping that was a super secret room. And as long as we don't pick up red XP by accident, we'll be fine. And we can use the HP containers that we've got to pad ourselves out to do the inevitable self-sacrifice room, which is just around the corner. Honest Gov. It's nearly there. Fate's Reward is actually more powerful the better your tiers get, obviously, because just having that one extra shot firing every so often, it doesn't hurt, let's put it that way. In fact, I'm wondering whether Fate's Reward would have continued to fire tiers even if we were firing bombs. So this room you can only get into if you have 1 red HP or less, same as Horror Babylon. Which is why you want to either not have too much HP, because these rooms are good for points, and that's what we're playing for today. You want to have less than 1 HP, 1 HP or less, or get down to it in a blood bank type thing, which is what we did earlier. I'm saving Mega Blast, which may not be the greatest of ideas. I guess we don't need to. Fuck me, Shove. I hate the fact that Shove always deflects into me when I'm trying to dodge it. It may not be necessary or even wise to be saving Mega Blast right now, but I'm not in a rush. I think that's the important thing to realise, that we don't need to go fast anymore. Yum Heart could allow us some self-sacrifice play. If we can find a self-sacrifice room. I nearly took damage against that. Gurglings, apparently the way to deal with them is not to shoot them when they're charging you, but the way I deal with them is just to keep fucking shooting them until they're dead. And then, if they happen to walk into you, then you can just feel stupid about it, but sort of move on, you know? It's not a huge deal. I just picked up all that red HP. Not my finest hour. I think we'll just keep going in this direction. We could go back to that blood bank, but honestly, I'm not going to. We're doing enough damage. It's not outrageously good, but you can see that we're not having our usual Eve crisis. Yeah, sure. Still got this Yarrow rune. That's interesting. Probably not very good, but we've got a Guppy item. 2 more of those and we become Guppy, and once we become Guppy, we're amazing. Stupendously powerfully good. I'm avoiding damage like a fucking champ right now. Just want you to all realise that. Pretty sure all my orbitals have just saved me like 20 times, but whatever. That's what I've got them for, right? Don't need to avoid damage like a champ if you've got this many orbitals. Got your back. Yeah. Sacrifice 1 key to the key gods. That will help us out in the future. This is the super secret room. Prove me right. Wrong. Damn it. Look, it could have been. Lust is easy enough. It just chases you. Retrovision is not good. I think the tactic to Lust is just to keep turning corners. It slows down on corners, as far as I can tell. Alright, then this... Oh, there's a double key room. What should we do about that? What should we do about that? We will redo this floor. Yeah, okay. That's an exploration bonus. There's no reason not to redo this floor. You know, if I was in a rush for Hush... rush for Hush, no. It rhymes. All the things that rhyme are great. Man, this is bullshit. Fuck it. Just tank it. Okay, good. That was shit. I hate that. Why did they not bounce correctly? Hate that. We're not in a rush. That was creep, I guess. So... Fuck off with these things. I'm trying to shoot that. There we go. We can spend the time to do this floor again. In fact, you know what? Fuck you, Mom's Heart. I hate you. Infamy saved us again. Thank you, Infamy. Deal with the devil? No. Right, so we go this way. And this way. And this way. No self-sacrifice room again. I will draw your attention. We lost a lot of HP on that floor, which I'm not proud of. Really not proud of that. But we can do the room 2 again, and there is another arcade. Now, it's not going to be the same shape. It's not going to be the same floor layout. But hopefully it will have a self-sacrifice room on it, because we need to do another actual floor. Like, I assume most people would have taken the 5 room. I assume that's seeded, so everyone would have seen it. Are you sure it's not the same layout? Don't make a liar out of me. Pretty sure it's not the same layout. Because if it is, we're just doing it again, right? Don't really want to just do it again. Feels like the same layout, doesn't it? How weird. If there's an L room, yeah, there is. If there's a secret room in that L room, then we know, don't we? Because there's a boss trap room up here. Yeah, there is. Interesting, it's actually the same layout. Which means there's very unlikely to be a self-sacrifice room. But if it's the same layout, surely we can do it all again. Because there'll be a 5 room. Interesting. Well, hold on to your hats, we're doing everything over and over again. This is a run that never ends, it just goes on and then. Just go to the top and start again. Because this is a run that... Are you fucking kidding me? That was absolute horse shit. I guess it means we know... We have some idea of which room to use the Yera rune on, which I've been hanging on to like it's going to save my life, but... I mean, it might do. Shit. I didn't know how to deal with that. I didn't want the red heart. I should have taken the red heart. I can get rid of that. Shit. You know, there may be a room that we can Yera and get a lot of spirit hearts out of, for example. Chub, yep. Don't hit me this time, please, Chub. Don't tase me, bro. Stop making these fuckers! Good. Oh, lame as. I'm going to take this anyway. It means we get another play on our blood bank. And as a result, permanent Polaroid invincibility. We haven't got the HP to play a frickin' room now, have we? Self-sacrifice room. We needed all the HP we had on the previous... Oh. Play. On the previous floor. Lame. What do we do? I mean, we've got plenty of money. Do we try and get some spirit hearts out of the machines? Do we gamble for some spirit hearts? Super Envy. Well, this is different. Guess it's because we've already beaten Super Lust. Because Super Lust was here last time, remember? But then Actual Lust was in that small room. And I think you can fight Actual Lust twice when it's not a versus. Like, it didn't count as a boss, it just showed up. It didn't say Isaac versus, well, Eve versus Super Lust, it just showed up. Not Super Lust either, come on. Think before you speak. I'm trying to do this entire fight just standing in this corner, which is actually working out really well, but is not my ideal situation. I feel very handicapped right now in this particular fight. Shoot the whoop. It's not quite as good as Mega, I have to be honest. Do you know what? I'm going to take Pinky Eye because I've had hardly a single spider in all this time. And, you know, if I can't get spiders out of the spider making trinket, then I should get poison damage out of the poison damage trinket. Seems good to me. I would like to go in there. I think we can get in there via the secret room, which was here. And it's lined up with that, so it's there. Correct! Haha! She's in the game. I do not remember there being a cursed room next to this secret room, if I'm honest. We've got bombs, so we can do this. Also, it didn't really cost us anything. That was a very lucky use of that bomb. Puberty is fine. Bombs are key. Doesn't really not help. I don't want Bob's brain. Bob's brain can hurt us. Bob's brain follows you around. And then at some point, whilst you are firing yourself, Bob's brain will go off. I walked right into that. I deserve that. It will fly across the room and explode on impact with an enemy, which can hurt like shit. As you can probably imagine, we could die. I'm going to be honest, we could die, because I haven't picked up very many Spirit Hearts very recently, and I'm looking like Billy-O for some. We don't have any. This is what I was saying earlier, that sometimes you may wish to say, you know what, Eve run, ooh, flight. Please. Thank Thank you. Evran, I'm going to sacrifice my Whore of Babylon. I'm going to replace it with the ability to not die. Another Guppy item. That's tremendous. One more of those, and we'll have become Guppy just in time for it not to matter slightly. Was it here? No. And then this was Lust. Yep. He's still here. Or she. They're still here. I assume Lust doesn't actually have a canonical gender. That was a bit of shit damage. But I really hate those things, so actually, honestly, I'm not too bothered by it. Those headless, snaky things that chase you around, can't deal with them. In fact, the not headless ones I can't really deal with. Because they disappear and pop up next to you, and you're going, well, now I'm dead again. Thanks for everything. You can at least deal with this fucking room for once. Good. Guppy's head. Well, no, we already had Guppy's head. But Guppy's something else, I guess. Guppy's other extremity. Creep's not going to matter. That's going to be good. I must have walked into a red poop last time because there's no creep on this ground. Oh, there is creep. Yeah, I must have walked into creep. Creep won't hurt us, but the red poop still will. Oof, that was close. And we did not get a self-sacrifice room, which upsets me, but we did get a deal with the devil. Let's see what is in it. It's Dark Bum. I mentioned Dark Bum earlier, but it was not to be. We can't go in here until... We can't win the game until Mr. Mega stops. Mr. Mega! Not Mr. Mega! Mega Blast. I think we did okay. Our damage penalty is once again 6,000. But I didn't see a way of breaking that run. Did you? I mean, I don't think there was an Awaz rune, was there? I don't think so. Unless those runes that we got were not seeded. Like, it could have been a random Awaz rune in someone else's game, but... I enjoyed it. I beat Veva, which makes me happy. Maybe next time I won't. Still. Evruns, man. They're always so weak. But, you know, Mega Blast was great fun. I enjoyed using it as often as possible, and I hope you enjoyed me using it as often as possible. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe and tell your friends and all that lovely, lovely stuff. But until tomorrow, or the next time, take care.